It began 23 years ago. I was at the Final Four. It was in New York City, and Coaches versus Cancer had a booth at the National Association of Basketball Coaches Convention. Two great guys, Jim Saddlein and Bill Kelbaugh, were there, and they were talking about it, and I got up there and I said, well, can high schools do this? Well, nobody's asked us because it was brand new. This was like the third year that Coaches versus Cancer had been going at the college level. And they said, well, we'll get back to you. So we traded cards and everything, and they came back and said yes. And so we started it at St. Stephen's High School here in Hickory in 1996. Two reasons. Bob Caraway, principal at the time at St. Stephen's High, who hired me 4 years earlier, whatever it was. And my wife's mother, who she ended up dying of lymphoma after battling it for 18 years. And I just wanted to do something for those two. And so Bob became our first hero. And that was really cool, and he was fine with that. And I can remember that first game against Bandy's High School, a cross-county rival. We had to beg people at the end of the third quarter so we could have $1,000. Pass the hat, you know? Oh, how times have changed. And the event just took off. It really took off in 2004 when Bunker Hill, who's 10 minutes away from St. Stephen's High School, their high school said, yeah, we want to be a part of it. And became a 2-week event, 1 week at their place, 1 week at ours. The schools got involved, classes, homerooms, the band, the teams got involved. And that event's still going on today. 23 years later, they still do. They're 2 weeks, it's the signature event, it really is. And you see extra passion and emotion when those two teams play, not just because they're rivals, but because of what they're playing for that night. And then when I retired in 2011 and came to Hickory Christian Academy, I asked, could we start an event there? And we're at $60,000 after 8 years. And the school doesn't have but 500 kids. And what we do is unique, all in 1 week. The lower grade kids do Coins versus Cancer. It's a math lesson for a whole week.
Wow. That's
And
great.
you would not believe, I think this year there was $2,300, $2,400 in coins that were donated by kids. And I mean, kids collect for the whole year. We hear stories about, I started collecting last March. I begged grandma and grandpa and, mom and dad, give me your pennies, give me your pennies. So it's really neat to see that. We don't lose that game. No matter what our record is, whoever we're playing, we're going to make sure we do our best to play our best that night to win, because it's more than winning. It's all about helping beat cancer. First of all, I'm blown away. My wife obviously is in remission from her leukemia battle, and we're going to Baptist to have her bone marrow biopsy when Megan called and said, you're the winner. So what timing, I feel like an ambassador. And heading up the national council at the high school level, we've got folks from Washington State to Delaware, New York, Massachusetts, and everywhere in between. And we're the foundation of this thing, and I think that's exciting. And then with the North Carolina Basketball Coaches Association, Coaches versus Cancer shootout that started 6 years ago. And they play teams they don't normally play. Boys and girls both play. We'll have 8 games. They play at a college campus at UNC Asheville, and they're playing for their hero. And we're able to present a $40,000 check this year from them to CVC and ACS for that. And to see where that goes.
Yeah.
We've got 2 Hope Lodges, East Carolina and Charleston.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes the Road to Recovery, which I've gotten personal with that because, look good, feel better, driving to treatment, hotel partners, just the 800 number. Listen, Labor Day weekend, I'm on the phone, finding out, printing out, because I wanted a reliable source to tell me about leukemia, the kinds of leukemia, the types of treatment, short-term, long-term. I wanted a reliable source because you can find a lot of stuff on the internet. But go to ACS, go to cancer.org and be able to get that information is just outstanding. And so I'm just so thankful that we have an organization that keeps it up to date and partners with so many outstanding doctors and research hospitals nationwide to improve treatment. I had prostate issues, and finally my urologist said, we're doing a biopsy. Now, we went through that biopsy and he says, you've got 4 parts of the 12 parts in your prostate that have cancer in it, and we think your best case scenario is radiation. And we have an outstanding radiation oncologist here in town, and those radiation nurses at Catawba Valley Medical Center were just fantastic for those 50 treatments I had to have. To see that, and then to finally last July going, I'll see you in a year. You know, so that's, you know, I'm 4 years out now from the initial treatment, and or will be this summer. So I am very blessed. And then with my wife Lisa, and what we found out Labor Day Friday, that she potentially had leukemia. We knew something was wrong. She's stubborn. She doesn't go to the doctor. She's never sick. And to be able to be in a comprehensive cancer center here, we have 3 in North Carolina, and to have that in one state, and just the ACS resources to find out that we're at the right place and we had the right doctor, and who was supported by ACS. Some of Dr. Powell's research over the years has been from that, and he's one of the best in the country. And for us to have that and have his team, and then the follow-up, the road to recovery, you know, materials that you get and the help. Hey, I can get you scarves, you want a wig. Lisa didn't want a wig. She doesn't want that, but a scarf maybe, you know, and have those kind of access to that. How can we help you? Megan was awesome. Megan Nelson, the area executive, was awesome, and just listened to me on the phone. Okay, go to here, go to there. There's where you're going to find your support. And then checking in. You know, nationwide, ACS people checked in every week with me. How's your wife doing? And to have that network speaks volumes for what Coaches versus Cancer and ACS are all about.
3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, it's Jason Harper with Fox 46 Charlotte. Listen, you don't have to wear a cape to be a superhero. We need your help kicking cancer. You know why? Cancer sucks. You need to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and you're going to help us fight and attack cancer from every angle.